Hey there, welcome to Live Happily Ever Now. I am your host, Carrie Briggs. If you found this podcast, that is no accident. It means that you're ready to feel good, heal your life, and manifest the life of your dreams. I can't wait. Hello, and welcome back to Live Happily Ever Now. I am your host, Carrie Briggs, and I'm going to start this episode with a warning. I am in a very dragon fire energy mood, and the energy that's coming forward and the message that's coming forward is very, very to the point. So it's most likely going to be explicit. So if you have little ears around, I suggest you put headphones in or do not listen to it or listen to it later when there's no ears around. If you feel triggered, if you feel emotions come up, if you feel like really angry at me, if you want to turn this off, if you want to say something, whatever it is, if something's coming up, I want you to know that that is most likely, that might actually happen during this. My energy when I'm in this very embodied state, very true state, very fed up energy can be a lot for some people. This is why, this is something that I've realized about myself, and you may relate to this, you may not. I have a big energy. So people either do not like me or they are very attracted to my energy. So when I'm in this big energy state, when I'm pulling everything into this, it can be a lot for some people. So I'm just leaving you all with that warning. However, everything I say with deep love and compassion. And I say it because I have been through it, because I can hold you all through this. So if something is coming up and you're feeling very emotionally triggered, or you feel like I am bypassing your emotions, know that that is not the case. This is just a channeled message that is coming through very strongly and can be taken in a not painful way, but uncomfortable way if you're not fully in touch with your emotions and everything. So if you are in touch with your emotions, you will recognize when you're triggered. You will recognize that, hey, this is actually really upsetting me. Look into that feeling. So if I say something and you're like, oh, I really don't like that, or she doesn't get it, or blah, 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 I encourage you to look deeper into that, because I promise you it's probably something in your own mind and you're telling a different story. So yes. If you're watching this video, I am still in my workout clothes. I just did a workout, and the only thing I did was add some red lipstick because that's how fiery of a mood I'm in right now. So hello, how are you all? The energy that is coming through is this energy of stop making fucking excuses. Stop fucking apologizing. Stop making and telling yourself that you're not good enough, that you can't do it, that you're not worthy enough, that you're unlovable, that nobody's your friend, that you're never going to make it, then why bother? All of these energies are just your ego telling you that you aren't safe, that you aren't capable. But the reality is you are fucking capable. You are all here. If you listen to my messages, if you listen to my podcast, if you're in my world at all, you are here for a bigger mission. You are here to help heal the planet in some capacity. It may be something small. It may be something large. Maybe it's working with animals. Maybe it is working with children. Maybe it is working with people who have gone through trauma. Whatever it is, you are here for a purpose. There is a reason you are here. And every single moment that you choose not to lead with purpose, lead with your mission, you are fucking people up. You are hurting people who need you. You are hurting animals who need you. You are hurting children who need you. You are hurting friends and family members who need you in their fucking lives. By not showing up, by not doing what you were born to do, you are hurting people. You are hurting more people by not sharing your message. You are hurting more people by not doing something when you know that there could be something that can be done. By not saying what you need to say. By not doing something that is so easy for you, but could change the lives of thousands of people or animals or whatever it is in your world. You are being ignorant. You are being selfish by not showing up. It is one of the hardest lessons that I have ever learned. By not showing up as who I am, I have hurt people. If I started showing up sooner, I could have helped so many more people. Every time I have a message and I say, no, I'm not going to share that, I'm hurting somebody who is struggling, who feels like they're completely alone and isolated. I am hurting those people and ignoring those people because I'm scared to share a message, because I didn't want to put the post, because I was afraid of judgment, because I was afraid that somebody was going to comment on it. I was afraid of my family member saying something. Honey, I have been called everything. I have been called a whore. I have been called a stripper. I have been called a selfish, narcissistic bitch. I have been called, I have been told I should never have had children. Most of these things were from family members. Did it stop me from showing up? No. Did it make me question myself? Fuck yes, it did. But did I show up anyway? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I had some random person telling me that I shouldn't have children because I post boudoir pictures online. What the fuck? Do you think I just stopped posting boudoir pictures? Oh, hell no. I posted more and I made a post about it. Because there are women out there who are afraid of their body, who are ashamed of their bodies because they've had children, or they gained weight, or they did whatever, or they were told that they were too much and you can't do all these things. But by me posting my photos, making a statement, being vulnerable, because do you think I did that? And I was like, yes, this is so easy. No, I was scared as fuck. But I did it anyway. And the amount of support that I received and the amount of women who said, you know what, if she can do it, I can do it too. And I have seen women literally transform before my eyes because I did something, they followed, and they said, she can do it, so I can do it too. Every single one of you who is listening has this capability. Every single one of you has a message, has a gift, has a story that can help somebody. If you have this in the back of your mind that you want to write a fucking book. There is a reason that desire is there. If you have it that you want to start some business and you're like, I know I'm supposed to do this, then start the business. I don't care what it is. And if you're like, but what I do is not going to help people and heal people, it's just for myself. You know what? By doing it, you're showing somebody else that you can do it too. Every single time that you make the decision to show up for yourself, you are showing the people around you it's okay and it's safe for them to show up for themselves. You know, I was talking to somebody the other night, and I was talking actually my kickboxing instructor, and he was talking about how, showing up, the reason he shows up the way he does is so that if he has children someday, blah, 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 he can show their children, that his children, that they can show up too. And it was like this like switch in me, because that's why I did. When I became pregnant with my daughter, something snapped in me. I said, there is no way in fucking hell that I'm going to go through what my parents went through. And there was no fucking way that I'm going to do to my children what my parents did to me. I made a decision, and I know I've seen all these people who just get a job and they're like, I have to have this job, and they're fucking miserable in their lives. They're like, well, we have to have a job. I refuse to settle in my life. I refuse to settle in my life. So I'm showing my children by showing up every single day in the business that I do, by doing the work that I do. I'm showing my children that this is what I'm here to do, and I'm following through on that, even though it's hard as fuck. Even though there are days where I'm in tears on a ball on the ground because people don't understand me, or somebody said something mean to me, or I've lost clients, or whatever it is, I still show up every single day for my business because it's my mission. Because this is why I was put here. And even if I don't make it to where I want to make it, even if I don't get to the top that I want to be at, my children are watching me. They are watching me choose myself every single day. They are watching me never settle for anything. They are watching me never settle. In the people in your life, are they seeing you just settle? Are they seeing you live a miserable life, but say you're going to do things but never do them? Again, if this is really triggering, if this is really upsetting, and you are really pissed off right now, good. I'm glad. You're welcome. That means that there's a fire within you. That means that you're meant to do this, and you know you're not living to your full capacity. And it's hard, and it's painful, and you want to rip something apart. But that is that fire. That is that power within you that knows you're meant for so much more than you're allowing. And as much as I'm saying this to all of you, I'm also saying this to myself. I had a very rude awakening yesterday. Actually, since the lunar eclipse last week, I've had very rude awakenings and very abrupt messages and reminders that I am not showing up in my full capacity as I should be. I am not living in my embodied state as much as I possibly can. I'm letting my ego get in the way, and that's okay because I'm human and I'm still learning, and there is to this healing journey. It is a constant battle of showing up even when I don't want to, even when I don't want to record a podcast, even when I don't want to go live, even when I don't. But I know that these messages are meant. And I'm not saying I force myself to do these things. This podcast is actually 3 days late, and that's okay. I do not care because I had to wait for the message to come through. But it's those things where I know I have a message and I don't lean into it. When I know I'm supposed to go live and say something and I ignore it. When I know I'm supposed to write a post and I don't do it. By not doing those things, I'm hurting people. And every single time I do, and I go through and I push through, someone messages me, someone calls me and they say, thank you. Because they thought they were doing it alone. They thought all of these emotions they were feeling were their own and nobody else understood them. Honey, you're not special. I love you very deeply. I love you with everything that I have, and I can hold you, and I can hold all your shame and your anger towards me. But you are not special. We're all going through this shit together. That fire within you that you want to come out, that's been burning in the back of your bottom of your soul forever. And every little bit she comes out and you have this passion, you have this idea, and then you shut it down because you're like, I'm not good enough. Nobody's going to buy it. Nobody's going to trust me. Nobody's going to blah, 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 whatever the fucking excuse is. That is you saying you're not good enough and you don't believe in you. If your child or your friend or your lover or whoever came up to you with an idea and said, I know I'm supposed to do this, would you say, no, that's stupid? Would you encourage them? Or would you shut them down? If you're shutting them down, then honey, you gotta do a lot of inner work here, because listen. But that's what you're doing to yourself by not showing up. It is the scariest, most vulnerable thing you will ever do. Showing up and making that decision every single day. But every day it gets easier. And every day that you show up, you are helping somebody. It may be one person who reads your posts. It might be one person that you come across in the grocery store and you say something to them. It may be whatever it is. And I'm gonna be honest with you. There's gonna be a lot more people out there that don't like you than like you in the beginning. Or actually, no, that's a lie. A lot of people are gonna support you. And then the bigger you get, you're gonna get a lot of haters and you're gonna get a lot of trolls. And the first couple suck. Actually, I'm gonna say they never get easier. It never gets easier when somebody messages you or comments something nasty. But you know that you're doing the right thing. Because once you're pissing people off, once you're questioning their beliefs, you're showing them that there's something different. A lot of people don't like it. A lot of people do not like being questioned. A lot of people do not like being shown that they're wrong or shown that there's other ways out there because they like being stuck in their little victim selves. But that's not the reality. You're gonna piss people off in whatever you're doing. No matter what you're doing. You could be feeding children, starving children, and giving water to them and schooling them and housing them and whatever, and you're still going to piss somebody off. And they're still going to be mad at you, and you're still going to be the devil to somebody. But if you're staying small because of that one person, what the fuck are you doing? You're scared of one person or 10 people or whatever it is because you have a mission that you know you're supposed to lead. That you know you have a book that you're supposed to write. I have been putting off writing my book because I don't want to piss off my family members. Do you know how bullshit that is? I can say this, I can accept it because I understand it and I'm emotionally aware. But that's like, those are the stories. I didn't want to do this podcast because I thought somebody was going to lash out at me and people were going to hear it and they're going to be like, oh my God, she's a horrible person. I could have listened to that voice and I did for years. The same thing about, what I do. The mentorship that I offer, the programs that I offer. I could have said, nobody's going to buy them. Nobody's going to understand. And the things I'm always shown so much differently. And I'm not like being conceited and I'm not being like self-absorbed, but the women that I have helped, they have gone on to help other women because I showed them how to do it, because I walked with them, because I held them deeply. Because that's what I do. Yes, I am dragon fire. I am fucking fire. And I do not put up with your BS, but I do it in a very loving way. This right here, the beginning of this podcast, when I was very fired up, that is something that only comes through when the message needs to come through. But normally I'm very like, I love you, but you're being an asshole right down to yourself. You're being a little bitch. Because I can hold them, because you can hold them. But if I decided not to show up and not do this work and not lead my mission, and not do the things that I was put on earth to fucking do, then the people who needed me would not have not shown up. by you not showing up, by you not claiming your desires, whatever the fuck they are, whatever your desires are. First of all, never apologize for your desires. Your desires are your desires for a reason. I don't care if you just want to create something one time, sell it for $1 bajillion, and then live in a mansion. I don't care if that's your mission. That's your mission. That's what you're meant to do. Stop apologizing for what you want. Stop apologizing. First of all, stop apologizing, period. All of you out there who say, sorry. Oh my God, sorry. Oh my God, sorry. Oh my God, did I apologize? Bumping into somebody? Oh my God, sorry. Whatever it is, stop it. I will say this from a fellow person who said that all the time. It was literally beaten into me. Literally beaten by my parents that I had to say sorry all the time. So I said sorry every other word. Stop doing it. Stop doing it. Stop saying sorry all the time. Stop making excuses for not showing up. Stop diminishing your worth. Stop hurting people for not showing up. Stop telling yourself that you're not good enough. I'm going to leave that at that. I love you all very much. And I hope you know that if you made it this far, first of all, y'all are some badass bitches and you got some fire in you that needs to be worked out. If you want help moving through that, please message me. That is what I do. I carry women through this. I show them how to reach that fire. I show them how to add flames to the fire so that you can burn at your fully embodied, beautiful self in every single area of your life. And if you're interested as well, I'm teaching a 3-day workshop on showing up live on Facebook, May 22nd, 24th, 26th. It is a 3-day intensive on showing up on your personal page, in your group, whatever capacity. And it's not just for business entrepreneurs. It's for any women, anybody who has a message that they want to share, but they're scared. If it's showing up, posting a picture online, if it's whatever it is, it's a massive intensive showing up on purpose in your life. 3-day workshop. So message me if you want interested in that. You all have access to my membership. It's $55 a month. There's a 7-day free trial. This is where I hold a lot of my women consistently. I hold them every single day. Every morning I do a live and a card pull, an oracle or whatever is coming through. There's usually a message in there, but that's where I hold a lot of my women accountable. That's where I hold a lot of my clients accountable, and we show up for each other very deeply. That's where we move through a lot of stuff in that membership. And that's not just a morning live. There's also weekly or monthly masterclasses and a monthly hot seat coaching call. So that's an option for anybody as well. And then if you're ever interested in one-on-one coaching, please reach out. I do have availability. I have only 1 spot or 2 spots available for the summer. That's it. So if you're interested, please put an application, send me a message. I am here for you. I love you all. Have an amazing week. Please reach out and claim what you desire. Bye. If you made it to the end of this episode, that means you are truly committed to your goals and open to miracles. I am so proud of you. If you want to get more Carrie, make sure you subscribe to this podcast so you never miss an episode. Your experience means a lot to me, so I welcome you to leave an honest review. And you can follow me on social media at Carrie Briggs Coaching. If you really want to get in on the action, sign up for my monthly membership, Unlock Yourself, or reach out for more powerful one-on-one work. I love you all so much. See you next time.